Prynawn da, a chroeso I ddinas Caerdydd ac I sermoni radio'r Prifysgol Caerdydd. Good afternoon and welcome to the City of Cardiff and to the graduation ceremony of Cardiff University. I'm Louise Casella and it is with great pleasure that as University Director I welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate our students' achievements and I'm particularly pleased to welcome parents, family and friends to join in this celebration. I'm joined here on stage by the University President's representative, Mrs Fiona Peel, the Vice-Chancellor, Dr David Grant, academic staff and the Students' Union representative, Rowena Vassallo. Fiona Peel, representing the University's President, will formally open proceedings and the Vice-Chancellor, Dr David Grant, will receive students to their award. To my left is Professor David Skilton, the University's Orator, and later he will introduce our Honorary Fellow. Honorary Fellowships are awarded at our graduation ceremonies to those who have achieved distinction in their field, and today we are honoured to welcome Mr Justice Griffith Williams, QC. Students, today marks a marvellous milestone in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have supported you over the last few years, and it's good to see so many of them here today. I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the day if we spend a few moments going through the procedures for the ceremony. For those of you receiving an award, perhaps you thought passing your exams was the biggest challenge in gaining your degree. But an even bigger challenge faces you today. You have still got to cross this stage without tripping or falling over, shake hands with the correct person, and try not to seek your award from anybody other than the Vice-Chancellor. The order of proceedings is included in the programme, along with the words used for various stages of the ceremony under the relevant heading. A presenter will read out the names of the students being received to the same award. When each name is called, the student will ascend the stage, walk towards the Vice-Chancellor and shake his hand. Gently, please. Whilst past experience has shown this to be a little more challenging than it sounds, your approach to the stage and return to your seat will carefully be guided by our marshals, so don't worry. Once the ceremony is underway, it really is a case of follow my leader. When you leave the stage, you'll stand with your group facing the stage and the Vice-Chancellor will formally receive you to your awards. You will doff in reply and then be reseated by the marshals. When all awards have been received, students will be asked to stand to receive the university's greetings. Also, and importantly, whilst I understand every family's pride and enthusiasm for their graduate today, can I invite you to clap only after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their degrees, and not as each one crosses the stage. This will ensure that your hands are still in reasonable working order by the end of the ceremony, and will ensure that we finish before darkness falls. Finally, do you have your mobile phones with you here today? Would you like to check? Well, can you check that those mobile phones are please switched off? We will be providing some musical entertainment later in the ceremony, and I can assure you it will be better than anything your combined ringtones can provide. Finally, enjoy the ceremony. Thank you very much.
Prananda, good afternoon. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to Cardiff and to this graduation ceremony in this very special year for Cardiff University. It is our 125th year. May I also add my personal congratulations to all of you who are graduating. You have studied hard to earn your place at this ceremony and to have achieved a qualification from the university which has 125 years of service and achievement behind it and a very bright future ahead of it. You can be confident that the qualification that you have earned at Cardiff University is held in high regard, not just in Britain, but globally. Indeed, Cardiff has been recognised as one of the top 100 universities in the world. Employers endorse the qualities and values that Cardiff promotes. The university continues to be targeted by major employers, and the employment levels of our graduates remains very strong. I trust that has been the experience for those of you about to start your careers, and whilst those of you continuing your studies will find that you have a solid foundation on which to build. You graduate in a year of phenomenal success for Cardiff University. We are particularly proud of the award of Nobel Prize for Medicine given to Professor Sir Martin Evans. The record-breaking levels of new research funding, with awards totalling more than £110 million. Investment in teaching and research facilities, including the £20 million for new building in the School of Optometry and Vision Sciences. And we've received almost £30 million for the new biomedical imaging centres. We had the launch of one of the world's most powerful supercomputers, delivering high-powered technology which is now necessary to tackle today's big research questions. Continued popularity as the UK's 8th most sought-after university, with some 30,000 applications for undergraduate places, and increasing number of applications from students worldwide. We have continued innovation, including the unique Cardiff International Academy of Voice, providing individual training for opera stars of the future, whom you will see perform later this afternoon. A range of activities on the community and other external engagements, including some notable achievements by Cardiff students, and for all of you who have participated in that, much thanks. There is much more that I could point to as evidence of the international reputation of this university, including the prizes, awards, and other distinctions earned by the academic staff, such as the award of Queen's Anniversary Prize to the Institute of Medical Genetics, part of the School of Medicine. There is no doubt that Cardiff has come a long way from its very humble beginnings in 1883, when the principal, John Viriamu-Jones, led a university with just 13 members of staff and only 151 students. On its journey over the last 125 years, Cardiff has evolved and grown into a world-leading institution, which we have before us today. I'm delighted that you have all been part of that journey and will, as alumni, continue to share in our success. Each of you can also help contribute to our success. As you go forth into the world of work, you may in time have the opportunity, and I hope the inclination, to support students of the future through the Cardiff University Alumni Fund. This year, you may like to think about supporting the 125 appeal, which aims to raise enough support for 125 further scholarships and bursaries for Cardiff University. With your help in the future, we could enable other students to experience a day like today. Now, I hope that you will enjoy the ceremony. Thank you.
The formal proclamation of the congregation will be read first in Welsh, then in English. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Boed hysbys I holl aelodau'r brifysgol ac ar hyd a lled y byd, bod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym Mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Brenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod I dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'u hysgol heictod wedi harholi'n briodol yn unol astudiau'r Brifysgol ac wedi eu cael yn deilwng o'r graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb I gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy yw ceisio, drwy eu cyflawniadau, wasanaethu lles pawb, ymdrechu sicrhau rhagoriaeth ym mhopeth ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar ddeithineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of the university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
I, Professor Gillian Douglas, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Noor Azia Rahima Binte Abdul Aziz Al-Akbar. Nasita Ruzana Abdul Rahman. Amal Adekunbi Adekunle. Amalina Agusalim. Ayobe Al-Kunaizi. ASM Monirul Alam. Mohammed Al-Khater. Zara Mohammed Hassan Al-Lawati. Rohan Mahenda Arora. Adil Ghani Asghar. Stephanie Ryan Ash. Charles David Cameron Austin. Henrietta Bailey. Daniel Thomas Barnhouse. James Christopher Barry. Laura Frances Bastin. Sophie Ann Batty. Adam Stewart Belcher. Sharana Anita Carleen Bodie. Bethan Boscher. Laura Bowden. Elissa Bowell. Kerry Louise Boxall. Anna Jane Buchanan. Rachel Jean Cahill O'Callaghan.
Good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, it is a tradition of the university for the Vice-Chancellor to speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. The Welsh phrase I will use, when translated, means, through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to the degree, which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree. Crwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi i'r baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl freiniau rachon. Congratulations.
Shan Chan. David Chapman. Justina Yi Yin Chen. Jeremy Tan Che Chang. Quen Han Chin, Bi Jun Chong, Wei San Chu, Eugene Kwok Yuen Chung, Gayatri Chopra, Jack Chaw, Joanne Su Phai Chua, Stephanie Cockcroft, Jennifer Suzanne Corbett, Leanne Ruth Cutts, Gabriel DeBeery, Matthew Daly, Daniel Andrew D'Amato, Christopher Mark Davies, James William Davies, Brian Ellen Miles Davies, Sarah Kate Davies, Katia Edwina Dorr, Christina Ann Dawkins, Christopher Joseph Day, Adam Paul Dickinson, Julia Ann Dix,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbynio chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag I holl frenio rachon. Congratulations.
Rebecca Donaldson, Charmaine Early, Nia Rachel Edwards, Suan Lois Edwards, Claire Mayim Erokoro, Chu Yun Ling Eunice, Bethan Vaughan Evans, Katie Michelle Phoebia Ratcliffe, Freya Fagali, Stephen Fenn, Nicola Fisher, Elizabeth Caroline Flenley, Danny Sekhan Fu, Sue Lee Fu, Jennifer Beata Fornander, Aaron Martin Fowler, Louise Elizabeth Gardner, Jin Jen Go, Amy Gordon, Emma Louise Goff, Rachel Claire Goulden, Shalini Gowrie Sunkor, Kimberly Wendy Ellen Grant, Victoria Catherine Grant, Bethan May Griffiths,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag I holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
Lucy Griffith, Natalie Grove, David Jonathan Guest, Laura Harrington, Geraint Harris, Leanne Carla Hartling, Kate Louise Hartshorn, Patrick Michael Hayward, Charlotte Louise Healy, Sarah Elizabeth Hillier, Emily Hogan, Sarah Wynne Bainan Hopkins, James Anthony Jaffa, Agata Jankowska, Alan Neil Jarvis, Anna Louise Jones, Donna Marie Jones, Jack Randall Jones, Leanne Amanda Jones, Priyan Ankarad Evans Jones, Stephen Paul Jones, Alina Khan, Wei Min Kaur, Wai Chong Daxton Law, Richard John Layfield,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchiedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag I holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
David John Layton, Gillian Dawn Lazenby, Philip Lewis, Alison Lashon, Sue Ann Lim, Matthew Renee Malatoir, Harriet Marsh. Catherine Elizabeth Massey. Siobhan Emma McCann. Laurie Gwennon Morgan. Simbarashe Mugomba. Andrew John Murphy. Michael Muston. Hannah Kate Norrington. Jeremy Edward Nuns. Nonyem Odili. Michael Awade. Kaylee Michelle Owen. Louisa Owusu Ansa. Christina Palco. Daniel Parry. Sumitra Padmasodi. John Mark Pengilly. Ben Michael Barnes Peregrine.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiheuriadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd bagor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl franiau rachon. Congratulations.
Benjamin Ray Norman Pittman. Robert Andrew Pook. Victoria Francis Poole. Amy Marie Price. Hayley Louise Price. Rohini Puganenthran. Nadia Rahman. Sanyan Rahman. Loshini Ramamuti. Laura Ann Rees. Yestin Richards Rees. David Joseph Rizzuto. Nicole Rogers. Claire Sanderson. Oluwadimola Lola Osegun Ojo. Vishal K. Shah. Aaron Andrew Sharp. Miriam Shanti Shastri. Toluope Oluwaseun Sholanke. Cheryl Simpe Lee. Jennifer Lynn Simpson. Stephanie Shan Smallwood. Hugh Richard Smith. Tessa Claire Smith. Vanisha Sridharan. Alexandra Bethan Steed.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddirgedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl frania radd hon. Congratulations.
Tom Stevenson. Jonathan Stevens. Lucy Ellen Stoker. Charlotte Louise Strange. Laura Amelia Sutton. Anne Ty. David Ken Shen T. Shaw Sang T. Wendy Mary Tida. Setor Peter Korku Tenge. Tenku Afni Natasha Tenku Asmat. Wei Shi Yuan Tio. Ashley Victoria Tilling. Christopher David Townsend. Miriam Ellen Trahan. Marie Claudine Omurungi. Ahmed Uzair. Divakaran Vasudevan. Kapil Wadwa. Catherine Waite. Keris Ann Walters. Asri Malek Wan Haron. Rachel Ann Ward. Adam Mark Weatherly. Emily Gwenfron Webb. Charlotte Louise Whiteley.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddirgedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl frania radd hon. Congratulations.
Lianage Uchita Panita Wikrema Singer. Daniel Stephen Wiggins. Michelle Wilkes. Hayley Louise Williams. Gerwin Wise. Ashley Thomas Wotton. Nora Liana Zainal Abidin. Leah Marie Buck. Ashley Daniel Chard. Victoria Elliott. Emma Louise Fishwick. Catherine Amy Geeson. Samantha Louise Gordon. Sophie Marie Holcomb. Emma Louise Andrea Jones. Helen Josephine McGovern. Jonathan Richard Needs. Gemma Kirsty Richards. Kate Louise Rogers. Laura Kate Taylor. Hannah Samantha Trent. Zara Marie Williams. Emma Pia Barker Davies. David Mark Cullen. Laurie May Daniel.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl ffyrania radd hon. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Sarah Dunford. Eleanor Meyer Evans. Lisa Henty. Natalie Page Hughes. Tess Alexandra Hughes. Stephen Humphreys. Emily Imbo. Ian Alexander Mackenzie. James Ogilvie. Ruth Louise Osborne. Joanna Ruth Patterson. Peter Donald James Roberts. Gillian Victoria Ruff. Amy Susan Faith Weatherburn. Jade Andrews. Holly Amanda Cook. Sarah Elizabeth Fitzgerald. Liam Derek Lord. Christopher Orr. Emma Louise Sweeney. Kirsty Wishart. Harley Sonia Zargarian. Ellen Bishop. Natalie Claydon. Courtney Finney Daly.
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl Franja Rathon. Congratulations.
Rachel Leanne Dortz. Georgina Catherine Farley. Robert William Girvan. Edward Luke Hampson. Teresa McCreesh. Stephen Andrew Meiklejohn. Matthew Charles Edward Merrill. George James Jennings Pawley. Stephen Yestin Powell. Rebecca Louise Purchase. Sasha Skinner. Craig Snow. Mark John Stevens. Charlotte Louise Vince. Bethan Mivanwi Walsh. Hugh Iron Williams. Katie Joanne Wilson. Jennifer Jane Atwill. Elizabeth Rose Bentley. Hayley Samantha Blore. Kirsten Amanda Davies. Stephanie Davies. Thomas Christopher Fletcher. Tyrene Gaiviso. Joanna Francis Huckle.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd i mi derbaniad chwi i radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag ei holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
Ivan Irwin Fleming. Rachel Emma Jeffries. Gary Law. Sarah Jane Logswaran. Samira Malik. Leanne Catherine O'Connor. Catherine Nicholas Smale. Leah Jean Spurlock. Laura Wheatstone. Josephine Erica Young. Shanzida Sylvie Zaman. Laura Claydon. Envis Gwenclean Dixie. Francisca Rita Lucy Flower. Tabitha Marquez Homem. Natalie Jenkin. Maria Ravinda Kalirai. Karen Anita Lewin. Catherine Mitchell. Thomas Ryan Pocock. Nikala Schmidtova. Siwan Aleri Davies. Hugh Thomas Pritchard.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddiorhiedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I ra baglor yn y cyfreithiau ag I holl ffreniau raddon. Congratulations.
Rwy fi yr athro David Wyn-Jones yn cyflwyno'r rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglor yn y celfyddydau. I, Professor David Wyn-Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Melanie Jane Ferris. Gemma Bernadette Harbinson-Horner. Louise Sula Abigail Methold. Patrick Steed. Hayley Toms. Louise Emma Milne. Delith Catherine Till. Emma Louise Drake. Emma Catherine Height. Kate Millie Humphreys. Rosamund Surtees. Alexander Sygrove. William Bradley Golding. Rowan Margaret Locke. David Francis Phelps.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol am ddiorhiedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau ac I holl ffreniau raddon. Congratulations.
Rwy fi yr athro David Wyn-Jones yn cyflwyno'r rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglor mewn cerddoriaeth. I, Professor David Wynne-Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Music. Claire Anderson, Christopher Edward Andrews, Sophie Barnfield, Helen Rebecca Beveridge, Amy Louise Collier, Benjamin Davis, Ellen Angharad Davis, Rachel Louise Davis, Laura Amy Ellis, Emily Foss, Catherine Ann Francis, Matthew James Grimstead, Anja Nicola Haynes, Sarah Elizabeth Hanratty, Laura Hemming, Laura Elizabeth Holmes, Catherine Elise Howell, Ailsa Meyer Hughes, David Robert Hutchins, Carlo Giuseppe Ippolito, Elizabeth Ellen Jane, Polly Elizabeth Jones, Christopher Keelty.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiolchiadwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd ddaglor mewn cerddoriaeth ac I holl ffreniau rathon. Congratulations.
Gareth James Kibble, Helen Francis Knott, Anna Jane Lacey, Scott Edward Langridge, James Christopher Lewis, Sarah Longstaff, Rebecca Love, Tessa Milbank, Thomas Morgan Baker, Dominic Adam Nunn, Samuel Charles Orr, Amy Pendarvis, Luke Alexander James Pickett, Emma Randall, William Lewis Rees, Catherine Sean Robbins, Sarita Ottalise Angela Smith, Jennifer Stevenson, Christopher Martin James Straker, Sarah Lindsay Thomas, Catherine Louise Thompson, Elizabeth Ann Tiley, Hannah Elizabeth White, Jonathan Woodhouse, Thomas Samuel Yardley, Charlotte Young.
Trwy awdurdod a Prifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn cerddoriaeth ac I holl ffreniau rathon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the award of Postgraduate Diploma. Michael Baker. Alan Thomas Samuel Davis. Afzal Hussain. Zulkarnain Malik. Rosemary Ann Nand. Tracy Ann Creedon. Richard Anthony Hinwood. Jean Ann Norton. Amandeep Singh Randhawa.
Trwy awdurdod a Prifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I ddiploma o ryddedig. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Arts. David Derwas Dabson. Claire Murrian Layton.
Trwy awdurdod a Prifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro yn y celfyddydau ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Laws. Kenneth Paul Arthur. Sheila Morag Clark Cameron. Keith Allen Chittenden. Jacob Owusu Kie Bafor. Martin John Lane. John Paddock. Jordan Mark Seward. Laura Jane Allen. Stephen Biggs. Bridget Anna Botsi. Lee John Kanya. Yue Kong. Robert Dyson. Kerry Ann Gardiner. Jincy George. Ahmad B. Hamza. Chikeodili Rosemary Iwobi. Johan Jabo Gedeon. Anastasios Kontokostas. Natasha Alexandria Lillian Moran. Asif Robani. Wakas Saeed. Nadia Shah. Amina Ahmed Shamte. Vaibhav Tanwar.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl frania rathon. Congratulations.
Mohammad Raza Tor. Udeme Umo. Virendra Wable. Salim Uz-Zaman. Thomas Al-Glave. Ravi Batiani. Berna Chelik. Annika Sigrid Dahm. Sophie Sylvie Celine Duminil. Julie Cecile Lucy Gonard. Sarah Cardi. Angeline Meres. Alexine Moran. Ryan Murphy. Pauline Hélène Ozen. Hosni Hakim Rasool. Pauline Jeanne Huguette Rodot. Alexandra Soldatenko. Hélène Toussaint. Anissa Yeftene. Ebenezer Idowu Odebule. Hazel Abbott. Heather Elizabeth Bishop.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Simon Chesney. Ricardo Sebastian Childs. Edward Coates. Emily Sarah Connolly. Francis Mary Cranfield. Katia Edwina Dorr. Katie Denley. Cara Fitzgerald. Nicola Henderson. Imran Faisal Jetan. Sharon May. Jane Merivale. Stuart Robert Ewing Morgan. Catherine Francis Painter. Nazia Peer. Susan Elizabeth Revel. Graham John Shelton. Burkhard Simon. Samuel Mark Stein. Samina Tabatabai. Yang Tang. Jan Viida. Anthony Philip Richard Warham.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro yn y cyfreithiau ac ei holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Music. Daniel Ian Bickerton. Sarah Pass.
Trwy awdurdod a prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn cerddoriaeth ac ei holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. John Coggan. Gareth Churchill. Adrian George Spear Hull.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchiedwyd I mi derbynau chwi I radd doethyr mewn athroniau ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Laws. Professor Nigel Lowe.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchiedwyd I mi derbynau chwi I radd doethyr yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations, Nigel.
Can I invite all of you who have received your awards this afternoon to stand so that you can receive the greetings of Fiona Peel, representing the University President, and Rowena Vassallo, the representative of the Students' Union. Thank you.
May your care ever be for the success and good name of our university and our country.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of this university. May your association with the university be cherished and be constant throughout your life, and may your care ever be for the fellowship of our university and the welfare of all people.
Before you sit down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff University at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your friends and families who supported you in so many ways over many years, not least financially, I'm sure, and indeed to thank the academic staff who have helped you reach this important point in your life today. Can I therefore invite you to turn around to greet your family and friends and to say a special and public thank you to them all by giving them an enthusiastic round of applause and a big wave. Thank you all very much. You may now sit down.
Vice-Chancellor, His Honour Mr Justice John Griffith Williams is a Judge of the High Court of Justice, assigned to the Queen's Bench Division. He was knighted in 2007 on his appointment to the High Court. As a judge of the High Court, he tries civil cases and sits in the Divisional Court, the Administrative Court and the Court of Appeal Criminal Division, and tries criminal cases on circuit. Sir John was educated at Queen's College, Oxford, and served in the Territorial Army in the 4th Battalion, the Welsh Fusiliers, and the Welsh Volunteers between 1964 and 71. He was called to the bar by Gray's Inn in 1968 and elected bencher in 1994. He practiced as a junior counsel in Cardiff from 1968 to 85, where his practice was predominantly in the criminal law with some personal injury litigation. He was appointed a Recorder of the Crown Court in 1984 and Queen's Counsel in 1985, when he joined chambers at Goldsmiths Building in the Temple. In Silk, his practice included personal injury and professional negligence litigation, but continued to be mainly in the criminal law. He was appointed a Deputy High Court Judge in 1993, an Assistant Commissioner, Boundary Commission for Wales in 1994, and a member of the Criminal Cases Compensation Board in 1998. He was a member of the Bar Council 1993, Treasurer 93 to 5, and leader from 1996 to 98 of the Wales and Chester Circuit. He was appointed a Circuit Judge in 2000, a Senior Circuit Judge and Resident Judge of the Cardiff and Newport Crown Courts in 2001. At the same time, as is customary, he was made Honorary Recorder of Cardiff, an office which derives ultimately, sir, from a piece of 19th century legislation which brought both gain and, alas, loss to Cardiff by also abolishing a more ancient post, that of borough ale taster. The role of Recorder is little known to the public, yet is of considerable importance. Among the Recorder's duties is chairing the Area Criminal Justice Strategy Committee, which has done much to make our city a safer place and which sets out to tackle such problems as heroin addiction. Sir John is a fine example of a judge who applies the law exactly as it has been enacted by Parliament, and who, for his pains, when the results do not suit the populist imagination, is subjected to a campaign of vituperation by certain politicians and sections of the press, who criticise him in the spirit of a man with a pint of bitter in the grumpy club of a certain Hampshire pub. Memorably, after one such recent attack, Sir John was totally vindicated, as usual, and as was only to be expected, for he is known among his fellow judges to be a safe pair of hands. In 1999, he was appointed Chancellor of the Diocese of Llandaff, having been Deputy Chancellor from 1996 to 9, and in 2007 he was appointed President of the Provincial Court of the Church in Wales. In these days, when politicians want judges to be less and less picturesque, we note in passing how gratifying it is that these offices still combine the attractive with the useful by requiring 19th century court dress. Sir John looks forward to playing an equally practical, if slightly less picturesque, role in the continuing development of law at Cardiff University. And for Davis is gang hellor, Cavluina viti, and Redavus Meister Istis John Griffith Williams, vel Camrawd an Rydydd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan cyngor der Baniardydd fel Cymraeg der Anrhydedd Brifysgol Caerdydd.
I am very mindful that I am speaking at the end of a long ceremony, and the graduates among you will want to be away from here as quickly as possible to continue celebrating your well-deserved achievements with your families and friends. Indeed, my instructions from the Vice-Chancellor are to be brief, but I shall not be so brief as to fail to pay tribute to your hard work and your sacrifices. At least you can now look back over the last few years and realize just how worthwhile it has all been. The university has done me a singular honour. There can be few achievements for a Welshman, apart from a Welsh rugby cap, with never anything but a pipe dream in my case, than to be recognised by the leading university in Wales. I am most grateful, and I look forward to the opportunity of furthering my links with the law school. While there are graduates from both the music and law schools, I want to take the opportunity of addressing a few remarks and observations to the new graduates in law. You are fortunate to have earned your degrees from a law school of such distinction as Cardiff's. I know not what ambitions you may have for careers in the law, but with your degrees you have the opportunity of opening the door to a profession which, despite ill-informed and often mischievous criticism, is a profession of real probity. If you choose to walk through that door, you will join a great profession. I am a Gog who came south in 1968 to join Chambers 33 Park Place. I was then the 12th tenant in those chambers, and there were no more than 30 barristers practicing from the then 2 sets in Cardiff. In the 40 years since, the bar in Cardiff has grown to approaching 200. With all the divisions of the High Court, the commercial and the administrative courts sitting in Wales, and regular visits by both the civil and criminal divisions of the Court of Appeal, the people of Wales, for the first time, have access to all but the Supreme Court, as it will be from the 1st of October, within the Principality. I urge those of you who want to practice, whether as barristers or as solicitors, to bring your skills and abilities to Wales. To return to my brief, the Vice-Chancellor told me that humour is always appreciated, as is personal anecdote. By the very nature of my work, you will understand that there is very little humour in the misfortunes of others. But at least I have so far been spared public criticism by counsel. Some of you may have read the obituary last year of Patrick Pakenham, whose exuberant behaviour cut short his career at the bar after 10 years in practice. His final appearance in court was as defence counsel in a fraud case. Unfortunately, he was to address the jury after lunch, and he made the mistake of imbibing a few. "Members of the jury," he began, "it is my duty as defence counsel to explain the facts of this case on my client's behalf. The judge will guide you and advise you on the correct interpretation of the law, and you will then consider your verdict." So far, so good. Unfortunately, he went on. For reasons which I won't go into now, my grasp of the facts is not as it might be. The judge is nearing senility. His knowledge of the law is pathetically out of date and will be of no use in assisting you to reach a coherent verdict. While by the look of you, the possibility of you reaching a coherent verdict can be excluded. He was led from the court. Before the orator leads me away, I shall end there and apologise for taking up too much of your celebratory time. Llongyfarch iadau a diolch yn fawr.
appropriately, at this ceremony, I am now delighted to invite Tanya Pivaravova, who is from our International Academy of Voice, to come and sing a song from Rachmaninoff to celebrate the occasion. Welcome to Tanya. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see how lucky we are in Cardiff, and please remember to come to any of the concerts that we put on with our students, because I think you will realise they do make wonderful listening. As a member of the University Council, I now have my duty to draw these proceedings to a close. This occasion is naturally one of the most pleasurable of the university calendar, and it's actually a joy to be on the platform and to see the pride and relief of all the new graduates as they cross the stage. As you go as graduates into the world in the university's 125th anniversary year, I hope you take with you happy memories of your time here, confident that your studies have been a valuable contribution to your lives, and a determination to use your talents in the service of humanity. I wish you every success in the future and the very best of luck. Thank you.